Hi everyone, welcome back to part 2 of our Mark Hockey FlyPro equipment review. In this second video we're going to be looking at the blocker and the catcher, so we'll dive straight into that. So looking at the blocker first of all, again I've been testing these for just over a month now and they have performed very well. The blocker itself is very good, absolutely solid, both on the face of the blocker and the sidewall as well. A little bit on the heavier side compared to what I'm used to, but you know, it's nothing that you don't get used to with a bit of time. It just compared to the CCM stuff that I've been using previously, which is very light, this isn't sort of noticeably heavier, but once it's on your hands it's still very well balanced and you don't really notice it once you start playing. The sidewall, probably the biggest feature on there, is absolutely enormous. It reminds me a little bit of like an older Bauer or a Vaughan type blocker. It's solid as well, there's not much give there, so it really does seal into the body there. There'll be nothing getting through next to your hip there if you position your hand correctly with this. The palm, really comfortable, got the shore grip material in there, which helps with obviously holding the stick. Very durable, no problems there. The only thing I find a bit strange is that there's padding on the thumb rather than the palm here, which to me doesn't need to be there, and it affects how you hold the stick a little bit. Personally, if I was ordering this again, I'd ask them to take that out, just because it doesn't feel right to me. Other goalies might find that okay, but for me, that's not an area where you need to have sort of thickness. I'd rather have it sort of more in the palm there, so you can have a proper grip on the stick. But in a nutshell, yeah, as you've seen on the on ice videos that I posted a few weeks ago, it performs well, it clears rebounds out exactly where they need to be. I've really got no issues with it. There's blockers a lot of the time are pretty standard, so this does have some good features, a couple of areas that it could improve on, like I've mentioned. One thing I did want to point out, the wrist protection is absolutely fantastic on there. This is all completely solid on the back there, so should you catch any pucks in awkward areas, like if your hand's not quite where it needs to be, you're absolutely covered there. You're not going to have any issues on the inside of the wrist there. So that's the blocker. Really enjoy that. Like I say, if it could be a little bit lighter and a change on the palm, I think it'd be absolutely perfect. So we'll move on to the catcher. Again, really good piece of kit. It's very similar to a CCM Premier, CCM Axis. I think it's about a 55-degree break, so it's ever so slightly different in how it closes. But it does perform very well. Shape and all the strapping inside, identical to CCM. There are Pro palm options as well. I ordered the Game Ready palm just because I've got small hands and struggle to close catches. But I had no protection issues there at all, nothing that hurt my palm at all. The only thing I would upgrade on this is the tee is quite soft. So here I found that it did fold in on itself a little bit when I was sort of trying to catch, or if the puck hits the top it does fold in. With other companies like Bauer, CCM, Vaughan, etc. offering reinforced tees on either or both sides, I'd like to see that as an option on this catcher. I think it would make it absolutely perfect. As standard with mine, got the skate lace pocket. I think that just helps absorb the puck a lot better. It's an option with every catcher that you can get on the market, but it's nice to see that Mark Hockey offer that as well. And yeah, I keep it nice and short and sweet. It's a very good catcher, performs well, closes perfectly. If they just upgraded the team, made that a bit more reinforced, I think it would be a 10 out of 10 catcher. So that's everything for the review of the Mark Hockey equipment. Thank you for watching and hope you enjoyed the videos. Any feedback, please leave us some comments or drop us a message. Thanks a lot.